For employers to be fully supportive of their breastfeeding employees, 3 pieces should be in place. Written documentation of their good intentions and good practices in the form of guidelines or a policy, guaranteed time for milk expression during the workday, and a private lactation space that is not a bathroom stall. A good place to start is reviewing some sort of self-assessment that covers policy, time, and space. Employers can see where they are doing well and where they need improvement. When these 3 pieces are in place, employees are more likely to be productive and successful at work and reach their breastfeeding goals. The first piece is a policy or a set of guidelines. This should document the guaranteed time and space for milk expression and outline the expectations of the work environment. The policy or guidelines can include other items such as guidance on communication or maintenance of the lactation space. Some work sites may have a policy allowing infants in the workplace. Information about lactation policies and infant at work policies, and some examples, can be found on the Boulder County Public Health website or the Office on Women's Health website. When creating policies or guidelines, businesses can consider how they welcome customers or clients who are breastfeeding. In addition to creating written guidelines for welcoming breastfeeding parents, staff and volunteers should receive guidance in why this is important and how to address potential customer concerns. The second piece is guaranteed time during the workday for milk expression. The frequency and length will depend on the employee's needs and can change over time. This can be negotiated with the employer. Some considerations when creating a pumping schedule include the distance between the workstation and the lactation space, the length of the employee's shift, and the time needed for setting up and cleaning up the breast pump and parts. Some workplaces allow a caregiver to bring the infant to the workspace during the parent's breaks so they can breastfeed instead of pump. Additionally, employees and supervisors can work together with scheduling spaces and communicating with coworkers who are also pumping. Kim Serpek-Gold negotiated a pumping schedule with 5 other breastfeeding colleagues using 1 lactation space. Eventually, the employer created a second lactation space.
I was able to take the time. I pumped 3 times for 30 minutes each, and I had everything I needed in that room to be able to pump. So if I had any deliverables or deadlines to meet, I would be able to change my schedule accordingly without sacrificing my dedicated pump times. Because I was able to maintain my breastfeeding goals, Lena has been thriving. She is a happy little girl now, still breastfeeding at 3.5, and I was still able to manage a full workload to make sure that I was able to meet the needs of my employer and my clients.
The third piece is a private lactation space that is not a toilet or a bathroom stall. This can be a room dedicated only for milk expression or single use. More often, it is a multi-use space that is prioritized for milk expression. When not used as a lactation space, it can be used as a quiet room or for small team meetings. In many small establishments, the manager's office doubles as that private lactation space. When creating signage, consider using gender-neutral language or simply the international symbol to be more welcoming and inclusive. Breastfeeding provides lifelong health protections for the youngest and most vulnerable in our community. Employers play a significant role making sure employees can do their jobs well and provide the best possible start for their families.